Last time on My Hero Academia, Deku basically turned down Toga, and she lost her shit. However, Deku has other things he needs to do, so Uraraka and Froppy will have to deal with Deku's crazy not girlfriend. What'll happen next? Let's find out. Alright, My Hero Academia, number 349, Battle Flame. Very badass colors cover of Bakugo and Miriko going into battle. I do still kind of wish that Miriko had only lost an arm. That would have been one thing, but she's not letting it get her down, so I shouldn't either. She's still beautiful. Whoa! And Deku comes flying off of the island at intense speeds. He's thinking, I'm using both the 7th float and the 3rd's Fajin in order to basically just propel himself through the air. Whoa. Air Force pushes me forward and helps me keep balance, but I'm too slow. Out in these open waters, there's nothing for me to grab hold of with the 5th Black Whip. Fox 100% would do the trick, but faster. I gotta get there faster. But the first holder shows up saying, don't lose your head. It's clouding your judgment. Those reinforcement parts can't withstand one for all at 100% power, right? Are you planning on getting hurt before reaching the battlefield? Deku says no. But then the first says, or did you attempt to use my meta ability? Deku very cheekily says, yeah. And the first says, I thought I told you. That was meant to be your last resort. As One for All grows in strength, so too did all of our meta abilities within it. As a result, mine evolved into a particularly unique power. Okay, so it's more powerful than it used to be. What is his power? It's not something that can be wielded the usual way as I once did. Don't fall into desperation. This is a battle for the very future, yes? Have faith in your friends. They're all out there for their own reasons. Knowing that should allow you to focus your energy on your own battlefield. Man, this is the most we've really heard the first talk. And we're back to Uraraka and Froppy going up against Toga. Uraraka says, he's gone. Froppy says, good. I don't think Midoriya could have ignored Toga for long. Shouldn't she thinks to herself, I can't stand the thought of a secret my friends hold dear being revealed like that. Toga says, I've had enough. Izuku, Ochako, Tsuyu, I love you all, but I'm done. I'm ready to be who I want to be. All I want is to live the way that feels right to me. And then she touches the blood vials that she has and thinks, right, Jin? Thinking of twice. And she says, I'm Himiko Toga, and I've got no use for heroes. So get ready to say bye-bye. And Uraraka says, no thanks. I'm also living the way that's right for me. As Ochako Uraraka. And then we get away from it. That actually would have been a pretty cool way of ending last chapter. And then we're at the battlefield where Dabi and Todoroki are going at it. The Kanagawa Prefecture, Kamino Ward, Ground Zero. At the Statue of All Might. Cut ahead. Okay, so that's Dabi talking. There are already so few heroes left, and you're losing more by the minute. Let's see. We've got a Nomu in a raging sea of fire. Yeah, giant spiky Nomu battling a hero. And Dabi's hanging off of All Might's statue saying, this really brings back memory, even if it wasn't that long ago. Seeing that battle in Hosu spurred me to take action, you know. And Ito, with 2 downed heroes or maybe villains around him, sees a spiraling pillar of fire, and Ito shouts out, Shoto! Because that's the only way to say his name. And Ito thinks, the sheer heat, it's extraordinary. I can't get any closer, lest it ruin my engine. Okay, so Shoto is backed up by Endeavor's sidekicks as Dabi goes, flying up the All Might statue. He says, oops, sorry, just yapping away to myself. Once again, he won't pay me any attention. It really bums me out that all I get is his 3rd son and his 3 merry helpers. Is that really his answer to me? We got a text that reads, Endeavor's sidekicks, Kido and Onyema. Oh, okay, first time we're getting their names. The guy in bandages is Kido, and the guy with the headpiece that kind of makes him look like Yamato from Naruto is Onyema. Onyema says, you keep back, Kido. Your body's got no way of withstanding the heat. Kido, as his bandages unravel, says, I'm good. You know I can alter the trajectory of anything, so I've just got to make all the hot air swerve around me. Nothing new for me. Oh, okay. I figured he was like horribly burned or there was something up with his body, but it seems pretty normal under his bandages. Kido continues, keep a cool head and go about it logically. That's how I've done it for a whole decade, just like always. I'm here to follow our main man's orders because I want to. And then we have Burnin saying, his family drama may be a can of worms, but Endeavor shows up and gets the job done, even if he does stink like an old fart, and that includes today. Burning. And now he's handed us 3 junior stinkers to you. So you've got our full support, kid. Todoroki says, thanks for that, Burnin. Burnin responds, no thanks needed, save your energy. Todoroki turns to his brother and says, Toya, Dabi, you've got it all wrong. I'm not here on anyone's orders. I'm standing here now because I made the decision to stop you. And Dabi responds, stellar job. Being the perfect little pawn Dad always dreamed of. Todoroki says, if I ignored you and kept trying to be a hero anyway, that just might be true. And Dabi says, fair enough. This war is all about the people involved. It's not the mindless soldiers following orders who are the real movers and shakers. This is what happens when everyone's got feelings and urges that start firing off. And you see previews of Toga fighting. Wow, Spinner looks like he got juiced or something. And he's like drooling. What's going on with Spinner? Like he got jacked. And he has his blade of many knives. Oh, Jesus, I just looked at what's happening with Dabi. Like he's just letting the entirety of his body just be melted away. Oh, his skin and his flesh just, yeah, oh God. Alright, Dabi's speech, that took me off guard. He says, some want to change the world they live in, or destroy the warped imbalances built up over time that we all just came to accept. Behold the limitations of superpowered society. That's me. That's all of us. Todoroki says, you survived back then, so why didn't you come home? And Dabi says, you really want to know? Fine. Happy to share. Rotten or not, I'm still your big brother. Here's the story of how I became Dabi, and the reason I'm still alive and kicking to tell the tale, even when I never stopped burning harder than you. His masterpiece. God, dude, you are... it's actually kind of horrific to look at, but it almost looks like there's something underneath his skin, like he's literally burning away what's left of his humanity, anything that would have made him look like Toya. Honestly, it kind of looks like Dabi might just burn himself to death. Either that or there's something beneath his skin that may make him look different. I'm not even sure anymore. It's just it's really uncomfortable to look at. But yeah, Spinner looks like he's been juiced. He must have took that one thing over in Vigilantes that boosts the guys who have those powers that make them look different. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. That would leave Toga as the only member of the League of Villains who honestly hasn't been just weirdly modified in any way, shape, or form, because a lot of the people who take those drugs that Spinner might have took, they sometimes don't end up being able to go back to their normal appearances. And it's really making me wonder if Ida's actually going to be able to help out in this situation, because high heat really damages his engines. And I'm wondering how this showdown between Uraraka and Toga is going to go. And what is this ability of the first user of One for All? And how has Float been in Crease? I don't remember. Has it been given more power? A lot of questions. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, because it is a good question. How did Dabi become what he became? I mean, if he was injured, why did he not return home? Why did he just go around killing people for so much time? What did that prove? What did that help to grow? Was it all just to get back into his dad? Well, we'll find out next chapter, but subscribe in order to see that, and do all the other YouTube stuff. But until then, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye!